Hello everyone. I am in a new filming spot and it is very cozy. It's very white, I'm not gonna lie, but I like it. It's quiet, minus the AC that's pumping, but that's fine. I just want to talk about how I am just in a cycle and I am committed to getting out of this cycle that I am in right now. I keep starting making content on this channel and then I get to like the 3-week, 4-week mark and then I stop making it. I need to get out of that cycle. I want to make content consistently, upload every week, maybe twice a week sometimes, and I want to build the audience, the community that I want. The main thing that I keep coming back to is either fashion or dream chasing. I could talk to someone for days about how you should chase your dreams and you have nothing to lose. Even if you do actually have something to lose, that you should chase your dreams within reason, of course. But those are the two topics that I keep coming back to. I don't know why I don't stick with those, but I also keep coming back to this whole thing of documenting your life. Just document your life, whatever is happening, even if it seems boring. And you know what? Now I am really in this mindset where I'm just going to document whatever and put it in a video form. I'm going to try to make it as cinematic as possible, but if it's not, sorry about it. I keep coming back to this same place. I end up back making videos just like this where I'm talking to the camera. The only different thing that I'm going to do is stop listening to social media and I'm going to stop listening to AI, because sometimes I do talk to the AI and it tells me like do this and I try it and it falls flat, because I think people can peep that it's AI. I haven't done too much AI with YouTube, but definitely over on Instagram, and then I just started doing my own thing without the AI, and so far so good, I guess. Instagram is weird though. But today what I'm going to do differently with this video is talk about what I've been posting. So let's talk about fashion briefly. I've been posting about fashion on Instagram. It is something I've always been interested in. It is my background. It's what I went to college for. So it makes sense that I always come back to fashion. It is very safe and very comfortable for me. And it's just kind of my thing. Even though I don't feel like I dress the part, I dress very basic and simple and comfortable, but I always look pulled together. Don't get it twisted. And then the dream chasing, I always come back to that because I'm currently on a journey of chasing my dreams. And I think that everybody should try, at least try. Like, why not? And it doesn't have to be this thing where you like quit your job and leave your family just to go chase your dreams. You don't have to do all that. You got to find loopholes. Instead of like, leaving your family and going to LA to be an actor, maybe get on YouTube or another platform and put out short films. There's loopholes to dream chasing. For me, my dreams, I don't feel like are huge, but I do want to have a successful art business where I'm selling my art. I do believe that that is very possible, especially with the way social media and the internet is set up. I am familiar with SEO, so I know that I can do that. It's just I'm the only person that's getting in my way. And I also am, and I'm just going to put it out here now because I've kind of been keeping it a secret. I want to start my own magazine and I want to do it with my mom. My mom and I both love magazines. She used to have a ton of magazines back in the day. I loved every single moment and every single magazine. Like there was Vogue's O magazine, Elle, all of it. And then when I was a teenager, I started to buy all the teen versions of those, Teen Vogue, Teen, J14, just all of the freaking magazines you can think of. And I really miss those days because we would go to the store. It could be the PX, Target, Walmart. We didn't go to Walmart that often, but usually the PX because we were a military family. I would go and get magazines with her. And then, we started going to Barnes & Noble, and as time went on, the magazine section started getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And now I feel like it's a really good time to get back into physical media. So I have been thinking about like, what if I started my own magazine? Do I feel like I have the discipline right now? No. But I feel like it would be fun to at least start it, and definitely start small for sure. Sometimes I think, what am I going to write about? Even though I have thoughts running through my head all day long, sometimes I'm still like, well, what would I write about? What could I possibly have to tell someone? I don't know. See, there's always that small voice. Even if the doubts are not loud, there is a small voice back there that is just like, what do you have to offer? Just a little small voice. And I have to stop listening to that voice because that voice is wrong. I have a lot to offer. I have a whole blog of written things, documentation, I should say, not documents. A whole skincare journey, a whole fashion journey, a whole year of when I only bought slow fashion back in 2015. Or was it 2014? One of those years. And I'm over here like, well, what do I have to offer? That is crazy. I don't know when I started to get in my own way, but it was definitely when I started to get older. And I need to stop that on both fronts. I just think I have a lot going on right now because I'm trying to do this YouTube thing. And I'm also trying to run Black Candy Co., my art business. And then I also want to do a magazine. That's a lot. So I think baby steps for the magazine, but the blog is coming back. I feel like I say that every blue moon. The blog is coming back. And then I don't do it. Okay, I stayed on dream chasing for a while. Back to this week. And what I've been posting, mostly fashion. It has mostly been fashion. I did post one video, a reel, where I said, I'm ready to finally admit that I want to make money making content, and it doesn't have to be some deep passion of mine for that to happen. The reason for that is because I've always tried to convince myself that I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because for the love of the game, for the passion. But you really have to open up yourself to money, to being good at handling your finances as well. You have to open up yourself to that. Like, you can't just be like, no, I'm doing this because it's my greatest passion. I don't care if I don't make money. No, I'm not doing that anymore. That is no. I want to make money. I want to make money doing these things. I want to make money making content. I want to make money doing my art. I want to sell my art through art prints, t-shirts, whatever it is that I need to do. And I want to make money on a magazine someday. Point blank, period. I'm opening up myself to that, and that's that. And I've also filmed a video talking about chic little things, and I went over some things that I find incredibly chic. I know that that is a really popular topic right now. A lot of creators are using it, but it is a really good title. But I call mine chic little things. And the 3 that I came up with for this week anyway are gardening, because I have been in my garden like nobody's business every morning. I try to get out there before 8, but sometimes it just ends up being right at 8. And then I was talking about ear curations, ear stacks, which I have one main one. I got to work on this ear, but those and how chic I think they are. I have loved piercing since I was little, 13 years old. And when ear curations started to become more popular recently, I was all like, wait a minute. This is what I've always wanted. Back in May, I got 4 piercings in the same day. I would not recommend, but I did it. And yeah, I'm going to be building my ear stack for the rest of the year, next year, and probably the year after that. And I just love how it looks. It has elevated my whole vibe, I feel like. And the last thing was body scrubs. You always got to throw in some kind of product in there. But body scrubs, because I have actually been scrubbing my body every day with the Sol de Janeiro body scrub. My skin is so soft. I have less bumps or body acne. I don't think you need to do it every day. I'm going to knock it down to every other day because I was feeling just a little bit irritation. So yeah, but I just love the feeling of a body scrub at the end of the day. It feels so great. And I'm going to throw one in there that I didn't throw in the other video. And that is having a really good nighttime routine and a wind down routine, because ever since I've come up with a really good wind down routine, my nighttime routine has been better and I'm just loving it. So I start winding down around 6 p.m. is when I start. And usually if I'm not cooking, I'm good to go. And I'll jump in the shower, wash my face, have my face already done. I'm already clean. And then I either will cook or I will play video games with my boyfriend, and we'll play our games for the rest of the night. And usually around 9-10, that's when I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get off now because I want to go to sleep. I'm usually pretty tired by then, and so is he. So then we go to sleep. And I'll watch some TV for a little bit. I'll scroll for a very little bit at night, and then I'm out. And lately I've just been exhausted. I don't know what's going on. I'm just so tired. I do tend to start my day pretty early. I've been waking up at 6 in the morning. And that is because when I went on a trip, I was waking up early there, and now I have to wake up at 6. It's really annoying. That is where I am right now. And a lot of things are going to be changing. And I do worry about views when it comes to these videos. And I keep kicking myself because if I just stick with the 6 weeks, I know the views will just start to come in. I know everything will happen. Like, you have to put the work in. You can't just keep stopping and starting and expecting different results. So that ends here today. No more stopping and starting back up and changing the vibe. The vibe is for the most part the same, but the approach is a lot different. And I wouldn't even say more disciplined. I think I'm just have a little more attitude behind it. I'm not really caring how it's perceived anymore. So that's that. And that is where I'm going to end this video. So I hope you resonated with this, and I hope you watch the next one. Bye.
Break the pattern today, or the loop will repeat tomorrow. Break the pattern today, or the loop will repeat tomorrow. Break the pattern today.